We have some major breaking news. Trump just made an incredible admission in the Oval Office, and I'm not even sure he understands the gravity of what he just admitted. He began to detail how behind the scenes, Melania Trump has been placing pressure on him to continue weapon sharing with Ukraine because even First Lady Melania understands what Trump still doesn't. It's that Vladimir Putin is a bad faith actor who will get off the phone with Trump after making promises to him and immediately break those promises. I mean, for real, this has happened 3 times now where Trump gets on the phone with Putin, tries to push Putin towards whatever kind of peace Trump thinks Putin wants, which he doesn't want any, and then Putin hangs up the phone and continues to strike Ukraine, making Trump look like a fool, making this entire administration look like a fool, and losing soft power for the United States on the global stage. I mean, Trump has been made to look like a fool over and over and over again, and I've been wondering who within his cabinet is pointing this out, if anyone, and it seems like it's been Melania Trump. We'll get into that, but let's just start with the facts. This article was written on February 23rd of 2025. It was about a month after Trump took office. It reads, Russia launches largest drone attack on Ukraine on eve of 3rd year of war. Russia launched a record 267 drones into Ukraine overnight on Sunday, destroying infrastructure and killing at least 3 people. The reason I'm showing you this months-old article is because this happened again and again and again. This article from July 4th, which is actually pretty recent, reads, Russia launches record number of drones at Ukraine after latest Trump-Putin phone call. I'm not making this up, folks. Every single time Donald Trump gets off the phone with Vladimir Putin, Putin launches a new historic wave of drones, making Trump look like an idiot. It's an intentional play from Vladimir Putin to undermine the United States and make us look like idiots. And it seems like Melania Trump is realizing it. I mean, somebody said, God damn, Melania roasting Donnie wasn't on my bingo card. And I'll play the clip in 1 second, but reminder, Melania seems to be getting increasingly tired of Trump. This was her on the White House lawn not long ago.
Beautiful planes that you saw were totally stealth. They flew right over the center of a very hostile country, and they never even saw it coming. And then they said, skedaddle. They dropped the bombs. They said, skedaddle. And that big sucker turned over like this on its side, and it got out of there.
Donald Trump sounds like a child, like an infant playing with action figures when he's talking about war. Skedaddle! That big sucker dropped. You could tell Melania is sick of it. Just watch her face.
Well, I'll tell you what, how they do that, but they can do it. I asked our great General Kane, how do they do that? Do they really love doing that? Look at them, they're all laughing.
She is incredibly sick of it. And really quickly, this is important. The United States is supposed to be the land of the free, but how free are we if the government can secretly monitor our messages, track our search history and location, and even buy your private data? Right now, with Trump's control of the NSA, the FBI, and other big tech, his surveillance machine is more powerful than ever. So in order to fight back, I've been using a free service called Proton Mail. Proton was created by scientists who met at CERN determined to build a better internet. They started this in Switzerland because Swiss privacy laws are tough, even tougher than the US, and now Proton Mail can protect your privacy with end-to-end encryption in a tough way. No one, not even Proton, can read your emails. With Proton Mail, again, it's free, and you don't have to worry about Section 702 surveillance because your information stays secure, encrypted, and out of the hands of big tech. I love Proton Mail. I use Proton Mail because I refuse to let the government treat my privacy as optional. It is effortless to switch over, especially if you're using Gmail. And if you switch over, there are a bunch of features like Proton VPN, Proton Drive, Proton Pass, and more, all designed to give you total control over your digital life. So go sign up below. Seriously, it's completely free, and you can join the over 100 million people who've already chosen Proton Mail. Go to proton.me/Adam or click the top link below. Take your privacy back today. It's free. Thank you to Proton Mail for making this video possible, and thank you to you all. I also want to point out Melania's from Yugoslavia, and people there will have a tendency to be a little bit more skeptical of Russia. I don't want to generalize, but overall, there's a little bit more skepticism of Russia compared to whatever the hell gutter Donald Trump came out of. Literally, here is somebody saying, Melania Trump, I wasn't familiar with your game. This is Mira of Kyiv. This is a Ukrainian person who has been fighting over and over and over, posting online about how we need to fight as well, whether we're just posting videos or talking about this. She's saying, Melania Trump, I wasn't familiar with your game. And this is because Trump admitted, quote, I go home and I tell the First Lady, you know, I spoke to Putin today. We had a wonderful conversation. And she says, oh, really? Another Ukrainian city was just hit. He's basically saying that Melania is roasting him, going, dude, do something. Another city was just hit. I don't care if you guys had a good conversation. Take a listen.
I go home, I tell the First Lady, and I spoke to Vladimir today. We had a wonderful conversation. She said, oh, really? Another city was just hit. So it's like, look.
Honestly, Melania Trump, I'm on your side. Someone on Twitter said, Trump, I had the most wonderful conversation with Putin. Melania, in the most Slavic wife accent you've ever heard. Oh, really? Another Ukrainian city was hit. Trump resigned. Yes, dear. I'll send them the weapons. Obviously, this person is being tongue-in-cheek. There are many reasons why Trump is not even sending weapons. He's having Europe pay for the weapons that the United States is manufacturing, which is a step down from the Lend-Lease program that Biden tried to put into place in 2022 to give them rapid weapons. So we need to be doing more, I just want to point out. But the fact that Donald Trump is in some way trying to help Ukraine, I think, is a good thing. Again, someone said, goddamn, Melania roasting Donnie wasn't on my bingo card, because you can kind of hear it. Melania probably has disdain hearing Donald Trump come home and talk about his narcissistic chats with Vladimir Putin while she's clearly reading the headlines that Trump isn't. Like, it's crazy. Trump has access to the daily presidential briefings, and he's clearly not reading the headlines that Melania is reading. All you have to do is open up CNN. Russia launches record number of drones at Ukraine after latest Trump-Putin phone call. This one was written on July 4th, and there are multiple of these articles. Over and over and over, Trump gets taken advantage of by Vladimir Putin. I don't even think Putin has some sort of dirt on Trump. I genuinely think Trump is a narcissist. He is a malignant narcissist. As Vlad Vexler says, malignant narcissists get narcissistic supply when they are talking to people in power. So when they're talking to Putin, when Trump is talking to Kim Jong-un, he is getting this head rush, this narcissistic supply, and it makes him feel better about himself. That's basically as simple as it is. He's too dumb to realize what Melania was able to realize beforehand. The replies are funny. When you grow up in Yugoslavia, you know that Russia effing sucks. Thank you, Melania. Someone said, Melania starting her Hillary Clinton arc. Here's Trump gaining even a little bit more self-awareness.
Who's coming?
I speak to him a lot about getting this thing done. And I always hang up and say, well, that was a nice phone call. And then missiles are launched into Kiev or some other city. And I said, it's strange. And after that happens 3 or 4 times, you say, the talk doesn't mean anything.
Did you hear what he said there? He said 3 or 4 times. Trump let this happen, as I said, 3 or 4 times. And honestly, that's even a naive view. Vladimir Putin has broken peace deals or treaties dozens of times since he's been in power in 2000. He's broken so many treaties. He's invaded many, many countries. The idea that Trump is just now realizing Vladimir Putin is a bad faith actor is effing absurd. Someone said, when Melania knows more about geopolitics than Trump. Let's go, Melania. Melania pulling strings. Incredible. That's so funny that Melania is the one that has to put heat on Donald Trump to get shit done with Russia. Make sure you drop a like to help boost the message if you want a free Ukraine. I know that a lot of Epstein stuff is going on, and we have a lot of videos coming out about that, but we will continue to cover Ukraine, the big ugly bill. There are a lot of things going on right now. So if you made it this far, say what's up below. I love all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.